Hey guys, Mr. Kablamo here, and I'm in a different place. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. Some of my newer viewers from the past couple of videos will not know this, but it used to be my old setup. I won't be here for long, maybe like 2 videos, that'll be it. But I just felt visited here and be like, hey, it'll be nice to make some videos here, show off the old setup a little bit, do some of that. So, today, we are doing a product review, obviously. On this product review, we're doing 3 items. Now, without further ado, let's get into the first item. Now, the first item we have here is one that I especially like. A American-styled trash can. Now, this I use sometime, and it has a dead fly in there. I don't know if you can see that. This has not been cleaned out in a while, but it's usually made for decorative purposes, and it overall looks pretty nice. Looks like it was hand painted, handcrafted. It's pretty good condition for how long it's been around. Maybe it's been around for like 50 years. The design is really good with the stars. Wait. There's obviously not 50 stars, which goes against the flag. And there's obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And there's 16 stripes, which obviously doesn't align with the flag. So I'm going to have to put a point down on that one for not really corresponding with the flag. The inside is pretty bland, it's a regular trash can. And there's a fly in there. So there's this just fell out. So I'm going to have to minus a point for the uncleanness of that. And I noticed at the bottom here, this is pretty ironic. This was made in China, and that puts down 2 points. So I think overall for the design of this, I'm going to have to rate it 7 out of 10 Peter Griffins. Now for the technical design, let's see here. It serves its purpose well. It's been around for a while. My grandparents had it before I've gotten it. It's been around for around 50 years, and it hasn't gotten any rust at all. It's just gotten little scratch marks on it. It's not in mint condition, so it's obviously not going to get a perfect score, but it's pretty good. I see they ripped off the tag, but the tag is still on there a little bit. They tried to get it off, but it's not really. It's still on there, which really annoys me. So I guess that's going to be around like 1.5 points off. It does serve its purpose really well. It works very well. It's never been broken. So, since it just works perfectly, and it has no, you can just throw it in there. Though the size of it is a little bit smaller for what I would like. I think if it was supposed to be a really good trash can, I think it should be a little bit more bigger. Like the diameter should be around 4 more inches bigger. That's what she said. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna rate the theatrical design 1 out of 2 flip-flops. Now, let's move on to our second product. Next product, we have, wait, let me get it real quick. We have a chair. Now, yeah, it's just a chair. Let's get into rating the design. This chair is actually very good. As you can see here, these are handcrafted little circles. None of these are broken. This basically kind of feels like something you would make out of a basket or like a straw hat. Though that type of weaving, that type of texture. It's very well made. No holes, nothing broken, no tears, no rips. That's really good. Now another thing that's really good is at the top of this chair, there's this cool pattern here. I bet this took maybe a day or 2 to make. It's pretty cool. The skull here makes it kind of edgy. I don't know if I'll have to take a point off for that. But overall, after that, there's nothing else technical designy, except for these legs. They have these little cool pillar things. It's not really that big of a deal, but it adds a nice touch to them. It really gets you going. But people don't usually look at the bottom of the chair, but I do. And the bottom of the chair kind of looks a little bit messy. There's strings just flying everywhere. Some parts of it are chipped a little bit. So I'm going to have to take around maybe a couple points off for that. You gotta get everywhere in the chair if you want to make it perfect. But after that, there's nothing really else really good about the design. It's just a regular chair with a couple cool designs. I think I'll have to rate it 8 out of 10. The cool design, we're gonna have to do a test run, so bear with me here. I could die from this test run. I know chairs can be very dangerous. Actually, 2% of all the deaths in the US actually are from chair accidents. So this may be found footage of what you're seeing right now, and I may be dead. So bear with me here. The chair has good footing. There's nothing seems to be loose or wrong about it. I considered it perfectly. Maybe if that was maybe like, 300 more pounds, maybe I'd fall straight through it because of the netting here, which seems to be only made out of like something you would see on like a straw hat or something. But this seems to be perfectly fine for someone like my weight. Maybe the weight category is from like 0 to maybe 200 pounds. I think that would be pretty good. But that isn't perfect, because, maybe someone with 300 pounds, who maybe, I don't know how many people are 300 pounds in this world, but I know that there's some are, and they won't be able to sit on this chair. So that's a little bit of a flaw from this chair, but I can sit on it perfectly fine. Nothing seems to be wobbly, nothing seems to be loose. All the legs to the top is all one part. That's a really good design choice. Nothing seems to be loose, nothing seems to be resting. It's perfect. Not perfect though, because, a 300-pound person can't sit on it. So I think I'll have to rate it 4 out of... No. 6 out of 7 goldfish. Our final product we're reviewing today is nothing other than a sock. Yeah, let's just get straight into reviewing the sock. The design choices on the sock are nothing special. There's a lot of these in the world, but I think it's pretty cool. Now the color, I think white and gray match pretty well, actually. I never realized how well they match. People usually, when they look at you, they don't usually look at the sock, but when they do, if you really want to kind of choose your fashion, when you want to choose your fashion, when you want to choose your fashion statement as like wearing your socks, you wouldn't wear these. You wouldn't wear these Hanes socks. But because obviously other socks you can wear that would make people be like, hey, that person has a good fashion choice. Like maybe some Gucci socks. Socks? Where are socks? But these, there's nothing really wrong with them. They're just mediocre. Gray and white. The tip has gray. The heel has gray. And I noticed there's some like lines here. That gives it some more of a, cooler texture. Makes it more, I guess it just makes it more good looking to you and make you feel better about yourself. So, since it's just mediocre, I'm just gonna rate it like 7 out of 10. Now the technical design of this is, I guess we're gonna have to use a test run. So let me just put the sock on real quick, and I'll tell you how I feel. It's comfortable. I think this is made out of cotton, which is really good choice for socks, of course. I think that's like wool or cotton, whatever it is. It's really comfortable, and it's really good for a sock. Immediately, I feel comforted, and especially since this sock is clean, when I put it on, I kind of get like a cool, like my sock gets refreshed. It's like that feeling when you get out of the shower. You feel refreshed. Same thing when you put on a clean sock. You feel refreshed. You feel cool. Your sock feels not warm, not like disgusting. It feels refreshed. It feels like your sock, your foot, is not some gross part of your body. It's not like it doesn't feel like it's some sweaty beast. It feels like it's comfortable, like it's like the rest of your body. And yeah, it's just comfortable like any other sock. Well, I feel like some socks maybe aren't that comfortable. some socks are more comfortable than other socks, but I gotta give it to Hanes. This sock is very comfortable to put on. Since it just works perfectly for me, some of you may not have the same feeling how I do about Hanes, but they make really good socks. So, I'm gonna have to rate it a 10 out of 10. Because, it's just so comfortable. I have not worn a sock better than Hanes. Well, all the socks I've worn are basically the same thing as Hanes, but still comfortable, still does its purpose perfectly. 10 out of 10. What the heck? Wearing a different shirt. My neck hurts a lot. Oh, well, I guess that's all we have to review today. If you guys want to see another episode, let's get 35 likes. I know you guys can do it. I enjoy doing a series, and I think you guys do too. So, we reviewed 3 products today. All of them got over half. Well, I mean, the flip-flop one was 1 out of 2, but that one was still good. So, yeah, we reviewed a chair, a sock, and a trash can. So, hope you enjoyed. Have an amazing Kablamo day. Amazing Kablamo, signing out. Bye-bye.